All right, let's try to get through this, y'all. This is your boy Pope Cerebus. Just chilling out here, and this is my weekly haul. All right, we're going to start off here with Albatross Hillbilly number 9. This is done by Eric Powell, and any of you guys who know the strength of Eric Powell and his artwork and his storytelling and his vision. Sweet. It's not Goon, it's Hillbilly. This is a Black Hammer little ad series, Dr. Star, and that's number 3. I like that cover. Kochki, the Deathless, number 5, Mike Mignola verse. These here were some dollar books. Just managed to find this, pick up this series. It's issue number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. I think that's about half the series, but it's volume 1 of Rebels. Finally found a store that had this in stock, Malefic number 6, and 2 copies of the number 5. I don't know, I just like that cover, and I don't know, just I couldn't stop. Stray Bullets number 34, always supporting David Lapham with the Stray Bullets saga. And I can't lay off these either. I always end up buying Barbed Wire when I find it. The 1 and the variant to 1. So, that's cool. Love me this John Wick series. And I always buy the regular and the photo cover. Finally found the photo cover, so that's cool. Black Science. Great book. Great Remender book. Number 35. Death of Glory. Great Remender book. So much so, I got both covers. This Duncan Fegredo is awesome. Great cover there. East of West, always pick up that. 37. Gravediggers Union. Great book. Number 6. Great book. The Criminals. A L'amour. And then the this cover that I'll never open, apparently. The Walking Dead 179, and the Sienkiewicz Carl cover. It's creepy. As always, busting down the 2 copies of Jazz Maynard, Blood, Jazz, and Tears. God, probably one of my favorite books, man. The last episode of number 3, great issue. Lone, simply for the Jerome Opeña art on the inside. And Lone number 2. So, there you go. Bloodshot Reborn, number 3, just like that. Bloody Bloodshot cover. Maxwell's Demons, great book. Number 3 from Vault Comics. Let's see, what you won't see in here is Dayglow A-Hole. And, God, one more, and Spawn. You won't see Spawn in there because that was sold out. Let me show you this real quick. This book here, Star Reach, and this is not any particular one. This just happened to be hanging out in a pile that I had. But I did want to point out, this book here is a bit interesting. Mike Friedrich and Dick Giordano, some may be familiar with Giordano, they put out this kind of an anthology book, a bunch of different stories inside, in 1975. And they did it kind of on their own, like independent publisher. So this here is really one of the more forerunners of independent publishing. A lot of times people give Cerebus a lot of credit because Cerebus started in 1977, and the big deal was it was self-published by one guy. But he gives a lot of credit to this book. And I just want to point out that's a Neil Adams cover on that Star Reach number 2. But I just mainly wanted to show that for kind of historical purposes of trying to say there's some really interesting stories. A lot of babes, a lot of bodies, and, typical stuff. This is mid-70s, 1975, Star Reach. Alrighty, so moving over to DC, another Opeña art. That's Deathstroke versus Batman 31. God, what a great cover. God, what a great cover. Someone in the boardroom of DC said, oh, people are buying Virgin covers. They you know, blah, blah, blah. Take everything off our covers. But they've been looking really good. The Nightwing one looked good. And there's, you know, there's others. I did buy the Tyler Kirkham Green Arrow number 40. This was a back issue. Kind of always going to buy that Lupacino number 1. Just another B cover. I didn't know if I had it, but it was $1, so whatever. I just looked recently in my run of questions. Turns out that I didn't have issue 17. I had all the ones around it, but 16 and 17 I did not have, so I filled that in for my question run. Infinity. God, this is the only book from Marvel I think I bought this week. Infinity number 3. Adi Granoff, Drax Hold Back Infinity or something like that. Rising Zero, and some back issues. The Mark Brooks number 2, Avengers No Surrender. I didn't have this cover, or I didn't have number 2. And I also got the number 1 lenticular, and it's a wrap. So that was cool. I also managed to find in the dollar box Thanos number 11, and I was stoked about that because I can't recall if I have number 11 regular cover. I know I have the Venomized number 11, but even if I do have it, it's cool to have another one. It's a great cover. Here's a back issue, and this back issue I just got literally hours ago, and it's dinged. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can get, there you go. It's dinged. The bag and the corner are dinged in the same exact way. So it happened in shipping, but there's your Adi Granoff number 3, first appearance of Dr. Aphra and the Assassin Droids. I'm gonna have to get on this and maybe do something about that, send it back. Kind of bummed, but you know, that's been my luck lately anyway. So had a con this last weekend, and there were a lot of good books, but I didn't have a lot of dough. But I did do one thing. I bought me Captain Britain number 8, and let's see. Basically, I'm just gonna say I'm totally biting off Mercenaut right now because he apparently got his second copy of this recently, and it looked nice. But yeah, this was good. The weird thing, or maybe people don't know, is this is a British comic. It's a 10 pence price tag up there in the corner. It's kind of funny. But this is all newsprint. This is not glossy kind of paper. This is like pretty fragile newsprint. And unfortunately, the only problem is the top corner there had a little bit of like, I don't know, rubbing. And my thought is strictly must have come from the fact that the board isn't even as big as the magazine size. So it just probably was thumb damage over time. But still, it's a pretty tough book, pretty expensive book too. I don't know. I think I did all right. But I did pick this up recently as the only book on that at that con. I did set up a thing with somebody for a original Volume 1 Silver Surfer 15, giant size Doctor Strange, and Tomb of Dracula number 2. Might be an upgrade, but it was still a nice copy. So I'm working on that for this coming week. All right. And last but not least, I also, in the same deal there, I traded for this. I traded a 9.2 for this Iron Man 7 9.2. Nice centering, looks very nice. Not a lot of ticks. Not really sure what they downgraded. White pages, so Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was trying to sell that book I traded anyway, so it was no big deal. Yeah, that's it. I've been trying to, coming down with a graded book a week and see how that goes. Trying to fill or finish some of the rest of the runs, but you can really only do that when you find the right book. And in the meantime, just going along. All right. Well, that's where I'm at this week. I'm out. See ya.